When I moved to Colombia back in 2012, I had no idea that there were so many delicious and unusual foods in this country that I had never seen or heard of before. In this video, I'm going to take you on a little culinary adventure through some of Colombia's amazing, delicious, and also some strange little delicacies. Just wait till you see number one. Let's explore some of Colombia's most unique foods and some delicious, delicious desserts. Let's get straight into it. Starting off at number 13, we have the classic Colombian arepas, the versatile cornmeal patties that are a staple across Colombia. Grilled, baked or fried, they're enjoyed in countless ways, often served with cheese or sometimes even stuffed with an egg or different types of meats. There are so many types of arepas that vary from region to region throughout the country. The first time I was ever given an arepa, I actually thought it was a potato cake, so I was really surprised when I discovered it was a corn and cheese paste patty. It was nice, it just surprised me because it wasn't what I was expecting. Have you ever tried an arepa? How do you think you'd like them best? Let me know in the comments. Next up at number 12, we have buñuelos. Crispy on the outside, soft and cheesy on the inside. These interesting deep-fried cheese balls are especially popular during the Christmas season, but you can find them in Colombia all year round. Made from a mixture of cheese and cassava flour, they're a favorite snack all across Colombia, often enjoyed with a hot cup of coffee. They're a little sweet and a little salty, and best eaten freshly after being cooked for a crispier texture. Do they sound like something you would try if you visited Colombia? At number 11, we have one of my favorite discoveries from when I first arrived in Colombia, the pan de bono. Originating in the Valle del Cauca region, the pan de bono is a type of bread made from corn flour, cassava starch, and cheese. It's traditionally eaten warm, often accompanied by hot chocolate, and is a popular breakfast item. The origin of its name is debated, but one theory suggests it comes from pan de bono, referring to a type of voucher used in bakeries. Have you ever dipped bread in your hot chocolates? Colombians often do it, and you'll never know how good it is until you give it a try. Next at number 10, this is one that's difficult for me to pronounce, aborrajados. This is another specialty that originated from the Valle del Cauca region. Aborrajados are ripe plantains, which are kind of like giant bananas, but they aren't quite as sweet, and they usually have to be cooked. And they're stuffed with cheese, or sometimes also with guava paste. Then they're battered and deep fried. Here is a video of me trying an aborrajado for the first time when I visited Medellin's famous Comuna 13, or District 13.
Okay, this is called aborrajado, which is fried plantain, which is kind of like a banana but not as sweet, and it's been filled with cheese and then deep fried in a batter. Really not healthy, but it's worth trying. Tastes like fried banana and cheese.
Check out that video next. I've linked it in the video description below. At number 9, we have one that I've never actually tried myself, but I know they are very popular in certain regions of Colombia, called the carimañola. They're commonly found in the Caribbean coastal regions, and they are cassava fritters filled with seasoned ground meat or cheese. They're usually enjoyed as a breakfast item or snack, and they showcase the region's African culinary influences. Cassava, which is called yuca in Colombia, is one of my favorite vegetables in this country that I really recommend you give a try. It's a little bit like a potato, but more fibrous in texture, but truly delicious. How adventurous are you with trying new breakfast foods? At number 8, we have the chicharrón. This is a staple in the Antioquia region where Medellin city is located, and it is made of crispy fried pork belly or rind. It's a key component of the famous bandeja paisa dish, which is popular in the Antioquia region, and it's often enjoyed with arepas or rice. The preparation involves boiling the pork with seasonings before frying it to achieve its signature crunch. Do you think this crispy delight would make it to your favorites list? At number 7, we have morcilla. This blood sausage is made from pig's blood, rice, and spices. Sorry to my vegetarian and vegan viewers. It's commonly grilled and served with arepas, particularly in the Andean and Antioquia regions. Morcilla showcases the resourcefulness in Colombian cooking, utilizing almost all parts of the animal. How do you feel about trying dishes that use unconventional ingredients? At number 6, we have tamales. Of course, tamales are popular in many Latin American countries, but the ones in Colombia from the Tolima region are a mixture of corn dough filled with peas, carrots, potatoes, rice, chicken, pork, and various spices. They're wrapped in plantain leaves and boiled for several hours, resulting in a flavorful and hearty dish. Have you ever had a tamal before? How does this version sound to you?
If you love this kind of video, please subscribe and come along with me on my future adventures.
Number 5, patacones. Also known as tostones in other countries, Patacones are twice-fried green plantain slices. They're crispy and often served as a side dish or appetizer, accompanied by bogao, which is a tomato and onion sauce, or topped with cheese. Patacones are popular throughout Colombia, especially in coastal areas, but you can find them almost everywhere. Do you think these would make a great addition to your next meal? Number 4, empanadas. These crispy turnovers are filled with meat, potatoes, or cheese. The dough is made from cornmeal, giving it a distinct flavor and very crunchy texture. Empanadas are a popular street food and can be found throughout the country, each region adding its unique twist to the fillings and spices. Unlike empanadas found in other Latin American countries, the Colombian fried varieties are known for their famous crunch. What's your favorite empanada? Number 3, sancocho. This is a hearty soup enjoyed nationwide. Sancocho varies by region, but typically includes meat like chicken, fish, or beef, plantains, yuca, and corn. It's often prepared for family gatherings and special occasions, symbolizing unity and tradition. How do you feel about soups with a mix of meats and vegetables? At number 2, we have another famous soup called ajiaco. This is a traditional soup from the Bogota region, and it is made of 3 types of potatoes, chicken, corn, and guasca leaves, which gives it a unique flavor. It's typically served with capers, cream, and avocado on the side. This dish reflects the rich agricultural heritage of the Andean highlands. Have you ever tried a soup with multiple types of potatoes? And I've saved the best, or at least the weirdest, for number 1, and I'm talking about hormigas culonas, which translates to big-bottomed ants. Yes, you heard that right, I'm not kidding. These are considered a delicacy in the Santander region of Colombia, and these ants are harvested during the rainy season, then roasted and salted. They're believed to have aphrodisiac properties and are often given as gifts. The tradition dates back to pre-Columbian times, showcasing the rich indigenous heritage of the area. Indigenous people from Colombia and surrounding regions have eaten these ants for centuries, as they are a high source of protein and other vitamins and minerals. Hey guys, back to the video in just a moment. Some really exciting news. I've just launched my Buy Me a Coffee page, so if you love my content and would love to help me create more, you can donate just once, or you can become a monthly member. Literally cheaper than a cup of coffee. Members will get early access to videos, shout outs, and automatic entry into prizes and giveaways throughout the year. And if you become an early member, you have a higher chance of winning. So click the link in the description and sign up to become a monthly member. And now for some sweet bonus treats. Let's have a look at some popular and unusual Colombian desserts. At number 9, we have brevas con arequipe, which means figs with caramel sauce. Have you ever tried candied figs paired with a creamy caramel spread? In Colombia, this delightful combination is known as brevas con arequipe. The natural sweetness of the figs melds perfectly with the rich, velvety arequipe. If you've had the chance to taste these, what did you think? And if not, does this sound like something you'd enjoy? At number 8, cocadas. Let's talk about cocadas, a treat that hails from Colombia's coastal areas. These coconut-based delights are made by mixing shredded coconut with sweetened condensed milk, then baking them to golden perfection. Depending on the recipe, they can be soft and chewy or have a slight crunch. It's a sweet that reflects Colombia's rich Afro-Caribbean heritage. Have you ever tasted cocadas or something similar? How do you feel about coconut in desserts? Personally, I love them. At number 7, obleas. Imagine strolling through Colombian streets and coming across vendors selling obleas, thin, crispy wafers sandwiching a variety of fillings. The classic choice is arequipe, but you'll also find versions with jams, grated cheese, or even sprinkles. It's a versatile snack that showcases Colombia's love for blending different flavors and textures. If you were to try an oblea, which filling would you choose? At number 6, we have natilla. During the festive Christmas season, Colombians indulge in natilla, a custard-like dessert made from milk, panela, which is unrefined cane sugar, and cornstarch, often flavored with cinnamon and sometimes coconut. It's a traditional treat that brings families together during the holidays. Have you ever celebrated the holidays with a special dessert? How does natilla compare to your festive favorites? At number 5, we have bocadillo con queso. A classic Colombian pairing is bocadillo, which is a sweet guava paste, served with a slice of salty, creamy, white cheese. The contrast between the sweet and savory flavors creates an interesting balance that's beloved across the country. At number 4, we have a different variation of bocadillo, this time with arequipe. One popular version features these 2 sweets rolled together into bite-sized pieces. Another favorite is the guava paste and arequipe sandwiched between crisp wafer biscuits, adding a nice crunchy texture. Have you ever tried these sweet combinations? Which ones would you reach for first? At number 3, we have mazamorra, a traditional dish in the Andean region Mazamorra is a corn-based beverage or dessert. It's made by boiling dried corn kernels until they're soft and serving them in milk, often sweetened with panela, which is unrefined cane sugar. It's a comforting treat that's both filling and delicious, and you can find it in almost all regions of the country. Does this sound like a dessert you'd enjoy? Now let's look at some unique Colombian beverages that might surprise you. They certainly surprised me. A traditional drink called agua panela is made by dissolving panela in hot water. It's often accompanied by a slice of fresh white cheese, which locals sometimes dip into the drink or enjoy on the side. And for number one, this one kind of horrified me when I first came to Colombia, but it certainly is an interesting one. Hot chocolate with melted cheese inside it. Now here's an unconventional twist. In Colombia, it's customary to add pieces of soft cheese into a cup of hot chocolate. The cheese melts slightly, adding a unique texture and a subtle saltiness that complements the rich chocolate. Have you ever thought of combining cheese with chocolate? I'm curious, would you be open to trying any of these? Or perhaps you've already experienced them? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. As always, thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you'd like to become a supporter of this channel so I can make more videos more often, please click the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description box below. Thanks a million for your support.